In this video, I'm going to be going over all of the best budget cards to be buying right now in NBA 2K23 My Team, and these are going to be all cards that are under 30,000 MT, because that's what I consider a budget card, but there'll be some cheaper budget cards like 5 to 10k, maybe some more expensive ones like 15, 20, 25k, and then they're going to be at different positions. It's not going to be a certain amount of budget cards, just all of the best budget cards to be buying right now in My Team. I'll give you guys tons of options, and then you can go make that final decision yourself of what budget cards you actually want to pick up and add to your squad. But in my opinion, these are all going to be elite level budget cards. First guy I want to talk about is going to be Brandon Miller, and I really want to focus on the next set because this is where honestly some of the best budget cards lie in this next set. Like, we got Brandon Miller, who's only about 10,000 MT, which is super cheap for a card that's 6'9" at the shooting guard position, 7'1" wingspan, and also a great player model. Stats wise, gonna be super well rounded. 97 3 ball, 98 mid range, 95 driving dunk. He's got a 97 ball handle, 97 pass accuracy, really good defense. He's quick, he's athletic, he's strong. He can just do everything at such a high level, and then does have 40 Hall of Fame badges, which is gonna be crazy to have on a dark matter at this time in My Team. So I think Brandon Miller is a really good budget card, and a guy that if you're looking for a taller, bigger budget shooting guard, I think is one of the better options. Next budget card I wanted to talk about is going to be Anthony Black, a really good point guard that is super cheap. You can find him for like under 15k or around that 15,000 MT range, and he's going to be such a good point guard for that price tag. He's 6'7" at the 1. I believe he's got a 6'11" wingspan. He's got a pretty decent jump shot with the John Stockton base, Rudy Gay upper, on very quick timing, and he's just a very well-rounded point guard. He's a great defender, 97 block, 98 steal, 98 perimeter, 96 interior defense, and I do think he's a top 10 point guard in the game. So for only about 15k, you get a top 10 card at that position. I think is amazing for a budget card, and Anthony Black is a card that I would definitely recommend at least looking at to pick up and add to your squad. Next budget card I wanted to talk about is going to be Grady Dick. I mean, this card is amazing at the shooting guard position, and he's once again only about 15,000 MT. So starting off with some super cheap budget cards, you could even probably find Grady for only about 10k. If you're actually like looking on the market and maybe snipe him, you can probably find him for like 12,000 MT. There's one there for 14k. I'm sure you could find one for even cheaper, but 14,000 MT is such a good price for Grady Dick and what he brings to the table. 6'8" at the shooting guard position. I think he's got a great jump shot with the KCP base and the Vince Carter upper on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs. I believe he's got the Garland size up and the Curry escape, but I could be wrong. But he's got really good animations. He's really good at driving to the paints, and because he's 6'8" at shooting guard, he's also going to be a very solid defender. So Grady Dick is another budget card I would definitely recommend at least looking to maybe potentially add to your squad. Jarris Walker is going to be that super cheap budget price tag like I was talking about earlier, a card that's only about 5,000 MT and gives you such high level at the small forward position. So yeah, for about 5k, you get a small forward that's 6'8", great player model in game, really well-rounded card, 92 3 ball, 92 mid-range, 99 driving dunk on the card, and then his defense is also top tier, 98 block, 94 steal, 95 perimeter, 97 interior defense. I mean, this card, man, is just so fast. He's so athletic. He's a really good, defender. He can knock down threes. He's got 40 Hall of Fame badges, 19 on gold. Like, this card, if you're looking for a super cheap budget small forward, I think is going to be one of the better options in the game. And then the last two budget cards I wanted to talk about in the next set is going to be Amen Thompson, probably the best budget card in the game currently, because he's only about 20k, maybe even a little bit cheaper. But the reason why he's more expensive than some of these other budget cards is because of how good he is, and people are realizing how good Amen Thompson is for only being about 20k, because I do think he's a top 5 point guard in the game currently. And if you can get a top 5 card at their position for under 20,000 MT, that is kind of ridiculous. Amen Thompson, 6'7" at the 1. He's also got a 7-foot wingspan. His stats are going to be super well-rounded, 99 driving dunk, really good defense, 92 block, 98 steal, 97 perimeter, 93 interior defense, and then he's going to be so fast and athletic, 99 in the speed category, 99 vertical, 92 strength, and a 98 lateral quickness. You take a look at his defensive tendencies, those are also going to be maxed out all at 100. But probably the best thing about this card is when it comes to his animations. As you guys can see, just quickly scrolling through his badges, you guys can see what badges he has on Hoff and on Gold. But yeah, his animations are the D Rose base for his jump shot and the Steph Curry upper on very quick timing. I think is an amazing jump shot. And then he's also got elite level dribble sigs. He's really good at getting to the paint. He's got some of the best dunk packages in my team with the quick drops off one and the front clutches. But then he's also got like the MJ dunk package. He's also got those crazy good, you know, dunk packages in the game. So I do think Amen Thompson gonna be one of the best, if not the best budget card in the game. And then the last card here from the next set is gonna be a Sarah Thompson, very similar to Amen Thompson, just gonna be at shooting guard. So those are all the best budget cards from the next set, and definitely the set that has the most budget cards in the game at a high level. But yeah, those are going to be the first cards I wanted to talk about for different price points, but all going to be amazing budget pickups. Some other really good budget cards are going to be from the Encore set. We can look at Dark Matter Rudy Gay. He's also going to be super cheap and amazing for his price tag, only about 10 to 14k, 10 to 15k for Rudy Gay, and he's going to be a top tier shooting guard. He's got a good player model, 6'8" at shooting guard, 7'3" wingspan. He plays good defense, and he does have a super knockdown jump shot. Mark Eden's going to be too expensive. I believe he's still like 50 plus K, so he's not going to be a budget card, even though you kind of need him on your squad unless you have like a Yao Ming, a Manu Bull. So he's kind of like a must-have card, but not going to be for budget. Karl Malone is going to be another Jarris Walker type of small forward, where he's going to be super cheap, only about 10k. Yeah, about 10,000 MT. You can find one for under, and he does everything amazingly well at the small forward position. 6'9" at the 3, amazing all around stats. Like, just take a look at these stats. They seem to be almost like invincible type level. And then he's got, you know, 35 Hoff badges. He's got a pretty good jump shot. So I think Karl Malone is another really good budget small forward you guys could potentially look to pick up. And then if you're looking for a top tier budget point guard that's not named Anthony Black or Amen Thompson, and you want a different choice, I think Scotty Barnes is also pretty good as well for about 15,000 MT, 6'8" at the 1, 7'2" wingspan, and he's going to give you that top tier defense that a lot of people need on their squad. And he's also really good at going to the basket. So Scotty Barnes, Karl Malone, and Rudy Gay are top tier budget cards in the game from the Encore set. From the Glorious set, number 1 is going to be AK-47 for sure. He's still around that 25 to 30,000 MT mark, somewhere in that range, and he's a really good price. I mean, AK is still a top tier shooting guard in my team. He's 6'9" at the shooting guard position, 7-foot wingspan. We know his defense is going to be top tier, 98 in the defensive category, and he's also going to be fairly quick and athletic. So if you're looking for a top tier defensive budget card, I think AK gotta be a must have. Lauri Markkanen still pretty solid because he's 7 foot at the small forward position with a 7'4" wingspan. So if you're looking for a taller small forward in the game, Lauri Markkanen is still a pretty decent pickup. And then also Josh Smith is going to be super cheap and on that same level as a Karl Malone and Jarris Walker at the small forward position. Just does everything extremely well and plays elite level defense. So from the Glorious set, you got cards like Josh Smith, AK-47, and Lauri Markkanen. From the Heatwave set, I honestly don't think there's any cards in here for a budget price tag that are really worth picking up. I mean, don't go get Lance, just go get a Scotty Barnes, go get an Amen Thompson, and then Ralph Sampson's gonna be too expensive. From the Splash Zone set, I mean, I guess Sean Kemp is pretty decent, but there's also better small forwards like Josh Smith, AK-47, Lauri Markkanen, you know, Jarris Walker, Karl Malone. All of those cards are way better than Sean Kemp. From the Rush set, I will say Wes Unseld, he's another great budget point guard option. For only about 10,000 MT, this card is still super solid. He's got a great jump shot, really good defender, 6'7" at the 1, and gonna be, like I said, a top tier defender at the point guard position. And then the other kind of must have card from this Rush set, if you're looking for a budget shooting guard, I do think is gonna be Andrew Wiggins, a card that does it all, really good defensively, can drive to the basket, and does have a knockdown jump shot. And then from the Fuego set is going to be Jonathan Isaac, a really good defensive small forward still till this day, still one of the best on-ball defenders, one of the best on-ball defenders in my team. I do think he's going to be a budget card that I would definitely recommend looking at potentially to add to your squad. From season 6, I'll just quickly, you know, go through these cards. Vince Carter, he's another really good budget option for about 20k, really good offensively. From the Titan set, it's going to be Dirk. He's a really good budget power forward. He's great offensively with a super fast jump shot. From the interdimensional set, it's really just going to be Marc Gasol, one of the best budget bigs in the game. And I mean, 5,000 MT right there, that's low-key a snipe, but he's about 10k consistently and a really good power forward. From the out of position 2 set, you got Ron Artest. who's another amazing point guard option, just like Anthony Black, Amen Thompson, Scotty Barnes, Wes Unseld, kind of on that same level for about 25k, maybe even a little bit cheaper. And then you also got Galaxy Football Big Z, who I think is still a budget card. It looks like he actually went back up in price, so Big Z a little bit more expensive than a budget card, about 35,000 MT, but if you can afford him, Big Z is also a great pickup. So yeah guys, that's pretty much going to be it for just all of the best budget cards in the game right now, not at a certain position or a certain price tag or a certain amount of budget cards. Those are just going to be all of the best budget cards in my opinion that you guys can go through and just look to pick up and add to your squad potentially. But let me know in the comment section down below if there's any other budget cards that I missed out on that you guys think are still super elite in game. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.